I'll give Donald Trump a chance. Prince Harry's advice to Thomas Markle is spot on by Corinne Barraclough, updated June 20, 2018, 16:14 and 40 seconds. Photo done. All Trump has an unconventional approach to politics, but that doesn't necessarily make it the wrong one. AP Evan Vucci related story. Thomas Markle is warning to Prince Harry related story. Behind the viral image of the crying toddler at U.S.-Mexico border related story. Detained children kept in cages at U.S. southern border related story. Melania Trump speaks out on migrant children separated from parents at U.S.-Mexico border related story. U.S.Y. LL not become migrant camp. Trump responds to critics. Map Australia. If no one ever tried doing anything differently, much as many are reluctant to admit, this holds true for Donald Trump, the world would never go forward. Meghan Markle's father has said Prince Harry told him during a phone conversation that he should give Donald Trump a chance. Our conversation was, I was complaining about not liking Donald Trump. He said give Donald Trump a chance. I sort of disagreed with that, he told broadcaster ITV. But if Prince Harry did say that, isn't he right? Mr. Trump is so divisive. Emodio. NS kicking before objectivity has a chance. Words like cruel, immoral, and misogynist are blanket terms that fuel outrage, but they're all subjective. Put aside emotional reactions, no one is saying that giving Mr. Trump a chance is easy. The photo of a 2-year-old Honduran girl crying as her mother is detained near the border in McAllen, Texas, has been used by opponents to hammer home criticism of his immigration policy. Saturday's cover. X. Turn a link at Amy Siskind. The Daily News does it again. This needs to get non-stop coverage everywhere until it stops. The Trump administration's withdrawal from the United Nations Human Rights Council, UNHCR, which the U.S. ambassador to the UN accused of being a cesspool of political bias, has left allies including the Australian government disappointed. Activists are warning it will make advancing human rights globally even more difficult. Trump's defined stance as a defense family separations at the U.S. border provokes strong emotions, but immigration policy shouldn't be driven by emotions. Mr. Trump's critics are well aware that stoking outrage on this issue could have a huge impact at the midterms in November. If Mr. Trump digs his heels in to protect his ego rather than listening to options, this could seal the Republicans' fate. Crisis talks are to be held in Washington on Tuesday. Inside McAllen RN Breakfast speaks to Molly Hennessy Fisk, who is one of the few journalists allowed inside the Texas Border Processing Center, where children are separated from their parents. Fighting against the wind from the beginning, he's been fighting against the wind. His style is to speak and gesture loudly, which isn't everyone's cup of tea. Mr. Trump's reliance on his Twitter feed rather than mainstream media as a communication device has raised eyebrows and shaken confidence as much as his lack of experience with political and military protocol. Withdrawing from the TPP swiftly after his inauguration did nothing to settle fears. Threatening nuclear war with North Korea has certainly brought his foreign policy approach to a crescendo, and the ongoing special counsel investigation led by Robert Mueller casts a shadow. On Sunday, the New York Times' Maggie Haberman tweeted, Since the Cohen raid a few months ago, early April, the president's personal Twitter feed is delivering little actual information or even White House messaging, and has become a rapid response operation against Mueller, interspersed with false claims about his own policies. That Mr. Trump posted 26 tweets on U.S. Father's Day is unusual for a world leader and a source of concern for those who like to manage by the rulebook. However, none of his makes his achievements so far in his presidency void. Photo. Trump shows off the document he signed with Kim Jong-un. Reuters. Jonathan Ernst. His achievements speak for themselves. In January, BBC published a Trump record to coincide with his first year. According to the BBC, arrests on the U.S.-Mexico border were down, stock markets hit record highs, the basic trajectory of the economy remained the same as it was under President Obama, and he successfully passed the most sweeping overhaul of the U.S. tax system in more than 3 decades. Thiessen wrote of Mr. Trump's first year, this list of extraordinary things he has done for both good and ill is nothing short of remarkable. The Washington Post's Mark A. Trump inspires such deep emotions in his critics and supporters that many have struggled to objectively assess his presidency. In his second year, the U.S. economy grew at an annual rate of 2.3% in the first quarter of 2018, and unemployment remains low. The November midterm elections are the only real way to see Either he has the vote of confidence for his unique style or not. If the Democrats pick up some seats or even take control, Mr. Trump's progress could slow. At this stage, no one knows whether North Korea will stay true to its word of nuclear disarmament. But like it or not, that meeting with Kim Jong-un would not have happened without pressure from Mr. Trump. Sometimes, success is overlooked while emotional hot topics take the spotlight. Corinne Barraclough is a freelance writer. Topics: Donald Trump, world politics, government and politics, Australia, United States. First posted June 20, 2018. 15:37 and 40 seconds.